very pleased to say we're joined by Blake Edwards, an Australian men's water polo player. Blake, thank you for joining us this morning. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you for having me.
The Australian Youth Water Polo Championships, it's the first time they've brought together the national underage championships from the different divisions as such into one environment. Something like 3,000 participants in Brisbane. What's the significance of that tournament and what do you think will be potentially the benefit for a sport like water polo?
Yeah, it's an excellent opportunity for all the juniors across Australia. There's over 170 teams competing. I grew up playing in the junior national championships and it was a real stepping stone and provided opportunities for you to aspire to and players and meet players from all across the country. And yeah, in terms of growth and development of our sport, it's just a fantastic opportunity.
Is that what it takes to start at a young age to get to that elite level? Do you have to start while you're young?
Yeah, quite young. I started at 12. Usually, generally players start between 12 and 14, and it's to play at that elite level and in that environment, it's really important to challenge yourself against the better opposition and for them to get in a tournament situation, which is similar and replicates kind of the international stage when you're in those tournament play. It's a fantastic opportunity, the youth championships.
You're heading up there during the week. The Australian men's and women's teams are playing against Japan. What are you looking forward to seeing most when you get up there and mix it with the stars of the future, but also people just enjoying their water polo?
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't get too many opportunities to play on home soil, so to be able to play a spectacle in front of so many, aspiring Australian players through the youth tournament, it's just a fantastic opportunity to showcase our sport in front of them. And we're really excited. It's the first games that the Australian team gets to play in Japan against Japan. So just really excited to play in front of a home crowd.
Plenty of these young athletes would be keen to play at the Olympics one day, no doubt. No doubt you're also pretty keen to play in Tokyo in 2020. Japan aren't traditionally known as a water polo nation, but when you do host a games, there's often a huge flow-on effect for a sport. We saw it in Sydney with the Australian women's team winning the gold medal. What are you expecting from Japan and kind of what's that effect that an Olympics can have? Yeah,
well, Japan have actually been really competitive recently. The World League finals last year, they finished in the top 4, so they are surprising teams. They have a very unique style. They use their speed to their advantage and they really do challenge some of the European teams. So we're expecting a really hard hit out against them and they've just come off a training camp against Serbia, so they're going to be in full training and also it's going to give our Australian-based players a real opportunity to play some international games of high quality. And
what are Australia's strengths that they bring?
Probably our counter-attack, our fitness, camaraderie are quite important for us. Being located in Australia, we're quite far from Europe, which is the centre of water polo, and there's obviously some really high level competition there. However, what we make up for is our hard work and that Aussie spirit.
You didn't make Rio, but Tokyo's on the agenda. The Australian team won a silver medal at the World Cup last year. Can you run us through a little bit about where the men's team's placed and also your goals for the next couple of years, having been on the back of some really good seasons playing college water polo for USC?
Yeah, we usually sit around between positions 6 to 8 in the world. It was the first opportunity, or the first time that Australia did reach the medals in a major tournament. So it was a huge opportunity for Australia and really kind of earned a lot of respect worldwide. So, it's our job now and our challenge to back that up next year. And everyone's really confident. And I think stepping over that hurdle really gives the team a lot of confidence going into the World Championships next year. And I did miss the team last year, but like what they say, those challenges, and you have to overcome those in sport all the time. So it's definitely put me in a position where I'm really motivated and training very hard towards my goal for Japan.
I think it's a great message for anybody watching that's into their sport or any pursuit at all. 17th and 18th of January, you take on Japan in Brisbane. Any message for anyone thinking of getting down and having a look?
Yeah, absolutely. Get down. It's a great sport to watch. It's short. It's a fantastic summer sport, especially swimming in a pool when it's nice and warm. So get down there. It's quite a challenge. It's not necessarily challenging, but if you have that swimming base,
it's pretty intense. It can get pretty rough, water polo.
Yeah, it can get so rough, but you're protected by the water, so it's not too bad.
It doesn't look like it's for the faint-hearted, I have to say.
Yeah, we have that swimming base, but anyone's welcome in our sport. It's a very open community, and we look out for each other, so everyone's welcome, and we'll find a position for you if you come down.
Beautiful. Blake, thanks very much for coming in, and good luck against Japan this week, and obviously on the road towards the Tokyo Olympics.
Thank you for having me.